Hello Primary 2, how are you today? Today we are going to talk about rounding strategy to add and subtract. We are going to talk about rounding strategy to add and subtract. Do you remember the rounding? Do you remember the estimation or about? So let's start. If I have rounding two digits to the nearest 10, rounding two digits to the nearest 10. So in order to round two-digit numbers, we have to look first at the ones place. We have to look at the ones place. So if I have an example like this, or if I have some numbers like this, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So do you remember? Yes, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are weak numbers. They are weak numbers. Okay? So it will do what with the number with two digits? It will round down to the smallest 10. It will round down to the smallest 10. What about the next type or the other type of numbers? It's the strong numbers like 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Or the numbers bigger than 5 to 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. What shall this number do with the ones place? Yes, when I see this number in the ones place, it will do what? It will round up to the greatest 10. It will round up to the greatest 10. Let's see some exercises here. For example, if I have 82 is rounded to what? Okay, so here I have 82. This 82 is between which two tens? Yes, it's between 80 and 90, right? Let's look for the ones place. Let's look for the ones place. It's 2. This 2 is weak or strong? Yes, sure, 2 is weak, so it will do what? It will round down to the smallest 10. It will round down to the smallest 10. So it will be what? It will be 80. So 82 is rounded to 80. Okay, let's see another example. If I have 47 and I want to know it's rounded to what? 47, I'm going to look for the tens after and before. It lies between 40 and 50. It lies between 40 and 50. Let's look for the ones place here. It's 7. It's a strong number. So this strong number will do what with the tens? Yes, it will round up to the greatest tens. It will round up to the greatest tens. So it will be what? Rounded to 50. Okay? Let's solve some exercises here. Let's estimate to add and subtract using the round strategy. If I have 67 minus 19 is rounded to what? So I'm going to take each number alone. 67 is rounded to what? Yes, 67 lies between two tens which are 60 and 70, right? Let's look at the ones place. The ones is 7 and it's a strong number. So the strong number will do what with the tens? Yes, the strong number will round it to the, yes, round it up to the greatest tens. So it will be what? 70. Okay, what about the 19? Yes, it's between 10 and 20. What about the 9? Is it weak or strong? 9 is strong, so it will round the number up to the greatest tens. So it will be what? 20. So 19 is rounded up to 20. Now we are estimating the answer, or we are rounding the answer. So we are not going to put the actual answer, just putting what? 70 minus 20 equals to 50, or about 50. Okay, let's solve another exercise. 44 plus 35 is rounded to what? The same as we did before, we are going to take each number alone. 44 is rounded to, it lies between two tens rooms. It lies between 40 and 50. And the 4 in the ones place is what? Less than 5. That means it's what? Yes, it's a weak number. So the weak number do what with the tens? Yes, the weak number round the tens to the smallest number, to the smallest tens. So it will be what? It will be 40. What about 35? Lies between 30 and 40, right? And the 5 here is what? Yes, 5 is a strong number. So it will do what with the tens? It will round it to the greatest tens. So it will be what? 40. So now I want to put it 40 plus 40 equals to 80. And don't forget that this answer is not the actual answer. It's around. It's estimated answer or estimated total. It's going to be rounded to 80. Now rounding 3 digit to the nearest 100. Rounding 3 digit to the nearest 100. So we have to do what first? We have to look for the tens number. We have to look for the tens place and the number inside this tens place. Like what? Yes. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are weak numbers. It's round the numbers down to the smallest number. Again, what about the strong numbers? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It do what? Yes, it rounds up to the greatest 100. It rounds up to the greatest 100. For example, if I have 164 and I want to know it's rounded to what? Yes, I'm going to look first for what? Yes, for the tens place. I'm going to look for the tens place. And I'm going to say 164 is between which two rooms of hundreds? Yes, 100 and 200. Looking for the tens. 6 is weak or strong? 6 is strong. It will do what? Yes, it will round up to the greatest greatest hundreds. Round up to the greatest hundreds. So it will be what? Yes, it will be 200. Let's see another example. If I have 748, it's rounded to what? Yes, let's see. Let's see, the hundreds lies is what? Yes, the first one is 700 and the second one is 800. So 748 lies between 700 and 800. Let's look for the tens place. The tens here is 4. So the 4 is weak or strong? 4 is weak. So it will do what? It will round the number to the smallest 100. It will round the number to the smallest 100. So 748 is rounded to what? Rounded to 700. Let's solve some exercises. Use the rounding strategy to add or subtract. I have 522 minus 290 is rounded to what? Let's take each number alone. 522 is rounded to, yes, I'm going to put my hundreds. It's between 500 and 600. Let's look for the tens place, which is 2. 2 is weak, so it will do what? Round down to the smallest 100. So it will be what? 500. What about 290? It lies between 200 and 300. And the 9 in the tens place, it's a strong number. So it will do what? The 9 will round to the greatest 100. So it will be rounded to 300. Let's do the subtraction now. 500 minus 300 equals 200. So it's not an actual answer, it's only around or about. Okay? Now we have 150 plus 226. I want to take each number alone. 150 is rounded to. 150 is rounded to. Let's see, 150 lies between which two hundreds? Yes, it lies between 100 and 200. And what about the tens place? 5. It's between what? Yes, 5 is between the 1 and 0. And 5 is weak or strong? 5 is strong. So whether it's a strong number, it will do what? It will round to the greatest 100. It will round up to the greatest 100. So it will be what? It will be rounded to 200. And 226 lies between 200 and 300. And the 2 in the tens place is a weak number. So it will do what? It will be rounded down to the smallest 100. It will be rounded down to the smallest 100. So 226 is going to be rounded to 200. Okay, so now I have 200 plus 200 equals to what? 400. And don't forget, it's an estimated or rounded about answer or total. Okay, thank you.